What's up, everybody? Doug Lane here, Fastlane Car Care. We got this like 2018-ish Mazda CX-5. As you can see, I got the glass aid on here. I got my pattern shrank. This is 20%. This is the absolute darkest I will do on a windshield. I really don't even like to do them that dark. I asked the customer 2 or 3 times. She's very adamant that's what she wanted, so that's what we're going to give her. So why did I use glass aid today? Been playing around with it for the last handful of cars, but I got a crappy Alpha blade here, and what I found is, and this is why I made the move away from Alpha and went to NT cutter blades. Alphas will scratch, even if they're like, they don't even have to be dull, but they will still scratch glass. And these are stainless blades, so I don't know why or what the deal is. Not a scientist, I just know that they tend to scratch, and so I moved away from them. The real benefit, I guess 2 benefits to using glass aid. Obviously, as you can see, super easy to cut your pattern. You pretty much just put your tape right there on the edge of your dot matrix, and it gives you a nice, like, I don't know, maybe 3/16 guide, I guess you could say. 3/16 guide to you know, cut. And the main reason why I'm using it right now is for protection, so that way it does not scratch the glass, because I'm using this crappy Alpha. I ran out of NTs, and yeah, I got a whole pack there, but I forgot about having those because I had to pull them out of my mobile box. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I got more NTs coming, so it's not the end of the world. You know, once I ran out, I was like, well, I got these Alphas that have been hanging out for a long time in the drawer. Might as well just get rid of them. On this CX-5 or 9 or whatever it is, there's not a huge border on the inside of this glass, but it's not tiny. Yeah, I mean, shouldn't be too big of a deal, but we have these pillars, as you can see, that kind of stick out, so that might give us a little bit of a fit, so we're gonna have to be kind of careful. We'll have to be very deliberate with how we do things here. But so I know a lot of people like the glass aid because you don't have to use a light, but I feel like it takes longer to put the glass aid on the car, especially like one where you don't have a huge margin for error, like on a windshield. If it was like a big back glass, it probably wouldn't be a big deal, but like I said, being that, you know, this is pretty, you know, like I said, it's not a huge gap, but it's not tiny either, so you know, I had to be very careful about laying this glass aid down. Obviously, if you get it into your workspace, you've got to lift it up and kind of finagle it around and stuff. But it's super easy to use, man. I'll do a video on it, I don't know, maybe tomorrow, because we have a Challenger or Charger or something coming in, full car, so we'll we might show laying it down. That really just wasn't the point. I wasn't even planning on doing a video today, but then what I've noticed is when you're shrinking with this, it does kind of, like, it kind of keeps you from shrinking the edge super well. So my method is, I just go ahead and I cut my film. That's about as far as I want to go there. I don't want to come around that corner and somehow mess up my film. And then I just reshrink the edges, guys. Not super difficult. Let's see. Oh, sweet. It doesn't even mess up the release liner. It doesn't try to, like some masking tape, I'm sure you guys have seen, like, when you're whoever you buy from ships a roll, they've got usually masking tape keeping it from coming unwound in the box. And sometimes that masking tape sticks so hard it wants to peel the release liner up. So anyway, what I've done in the past is I've went ahead, let's see if I can make this from here. I think that went in. What I've done in the past, like I said, I've used this for a couple cars. I'll just lift up my edge. And do a wet check. You know, so those of you that are new, in theory, if this film lays down with nothing sticking up during a wet check, it's good to install. Like it'll work. You're not going to really have any fingers. I mean, obviously, if you distribute the film wrong, different story. But you know, you do your part right, and generally that means that it is shrank enough. So, like I said, I've used this on 2 or 3 windows, back windows mainly, and all of them have passed the wet check. It looks like this one will too. And a little bit of something right there, but I mean, I think that would be fine. So sometimes, guys, when you have the release liner on, you may have something a little tiny, you know, like a, not quite a crease, but, you know, just a little something going on, or a little side finger or something like that. And then when you actually go to distribute it without the release liner, you know, it's sticky enough that it sticks. I'm not sure if you guys can see over there. It looks like, you know, maybe just a little something there. So what I'm going to do is just peel this up a little bit, and I'm just going to go ahead and polish the edges. I kind of want to just send it just to see if it works, but I don't really want to have to redo this windshield. Whoa, that's not good. Over here, cord. So I'm just going to go ahead. See how I did this edge first, which pushes anything over there to the middle, so that way I don't have to worry about overheating it and creasing the film sideways or shrinking it sideways. We got a little bit of something down here. Okay. Same way down here, I want to just kind of push everything towards the middle. So there's that. You guys that have watched me before have probably seen me say like 6,000 times that, you know, I'd rather take the extra 2 or 3 minutes to just go ahead and do this right here. While it's on the outside of the glass, then have to fight with a finger on the inside. I don't know if you can see that there, but we did have a little bit of sideways action going on, so same thing, man, just push it. there you guys go. That's how I use Glass Aid on these cars. And I mean, like I said, pretty good product. You can get it all kinds of different places. I'm sure most of you probably already heard of it. We're not going to do the full install and all that stuff on this video. I just wanted to kind of show the Glass Aid, and you know how it's not just for being able to see your cutout line, but also for protection of the glass, because even if you have name brand blades, sometimes they will scratch. So there you guys go. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video.